So as you can see, I got me a GTX 1070 earlier, like a couple weeks, maybe a couple weeks ago. But in this box, we have a Acer 144 Hz monitor, brand new Acer 144 Hz monitor with an LED panel. Pretty nice stuff. And in this package over here, we have some adapters. The reason for the adapters is because so the GTX 1070 only has one HDMI plug and only has one DVI-D plug, but now I have three monitors that are all DVI, which is whatever. So had to get these adapters. They're active adapters. I recommend that you get active adapters, save yourself some trouble. But let's get back to this new monitor here. Now, as you can see, this monitor is a 24-inch monitor. It only cost me about $188 on Amazon plus tax. No shipping because I'm an Amazon Prime member, or I'm on an Amazon Prime guest account, or whatever you want to call it. But let's take a look in this box. See what we got here. Let's get out the handy knife. Everybody has to have a handy knife. Kind of hard to do this with one hand holding the camera, but whatever. Let's go ahead and rip into this. Not much taping on it, just a little bit on the corners here. One there, and one here. If I can get it, there we go. All right, so let's get right into this here. Alright, so now we're in the box, and as you can see, you get the panel, obviously, and a bunch of other goodies. That's a DVI plug right there. It's just a standard DVI-D plug. You're going to have to use that though to use 144 Hz. HDMI will not work. It does not come with an HDMI plug though. But like I said, it won't work for 144 Hz. That's a VGA plug. I don't know why they provided a VGA plug. But here's a power brick. Because it's a slim panel, there's not enough room. And over here we have the rear mount that connects to the actual monitor. And of course, the actual panel. See if I can actually get this out of here without breaking anything with one hand. So here we go. Panel is out, and not much to it. Standard panel. It's got a little bit dirt on it, but nothing major. And you can see the rear connection, I/O panel. Like I said, VGA, DVI-D, and HDMI. And here you can see a quick little test. That's an Acer monitor on the very left, an HP monitor on the very right, and the new Acer 144 Hz monitor in the middle. You might notice that it's a bit brighter. This panel is super bright by default, but of course you can change that. But if the colors are a bit better than my older ones, you can see the green really pops out. And as a sidebar, when you have three panels hooked up, especially the 144 Hz one, the GPU refuses to idle. It always stays in power stage level 3 on Windows and Linux, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. I just want to make sure people know that. That means if your graphics card is actually idling higher than normal temperatures, that is why. Alright, so let's put this together. Here we have got some dirt on it. Anyways, so here we got the main portion of the monitor. Then we're going to go ahead and attach the base to it, which is right here. Put that down there somewhere. The base bracket. And right here we have the actual part of the base that will sit on the desk. Isn't that pretty? It's got a nice gold color to it. But anyhow, it would appear that this just fits on here like that. And then it has a screw right here in the bottom. I don't know if you can see that. Right here in the bottom, that just screws in to the hole of the base of this. So let's see, what do we need? A flathead. Does this only go one way? Or yeah, it only goes one way. Now I'm just screwing this down a little bit to keep it in place. And then I have to find a flathead screwdriver, which I'm not sure I have. If not, we will have to improvise. I don't know why it has a flathead when the other part right here has a Phillips head. I think I'll just screw this down by hand for now. Actually, I might be able to kind of tighten it with this knife a little bit. Yeah, that'll work. Doesn't need to be super tight. Just nice and firm. There we go. Then we're going to attach. By the way, I think I read that this didn't have VESA mounts, but it obviously has some VESA mounts here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like 4 by 100 or 100 by 4 or whatever. So what we're gonna do is just go ahead and attach this part here. I'm assuming it just slides right in. And once you slide it in, there is a Phillips head screw right here. I know it's probably hard to see, but anyways, it's right here that will just lock down. Just a slight twist and it's tight. Yeah, it's not gonna go nowhere. Put your screwdriver up, and then let's see. It's pretty sturdy. It's got a wobble to it. Might be able to tighten it down a little bit. Not really too sure about that, but you know, for the price of the monitor, all of my monitors are a little bit wobbly, so I'm not too concerned about that. Stick that together, put that down there, and see if you can see this. This is just the features of the monitor. I know it's poorly lit in here, sorry about that. But basically it has 3D light boost technology that works in 3D vision. Both of those are NVIDIA proprietary technologies. 144 Hertz, 1 millisecond response, full HD 1080p. So yeah. Only real special thing there is that it's 144 Hertz, which is why we're gonna have to use this DVI dual link cable. So I'll go ahead and take that out of the package, along with the other stuff, so I can just clear packages off of my desk. Here's the this is the power brick. It's a pretty small power brick with a tiny, you know, barrel connector at the end, and then we have a actual power cord that will plug into our power brick. So let's go ahead and spin this monitor around and go ahead and get this stuff, at least get the cables plugged up. It's easier than trying to do it from behind the desk or when everything's actually in place. Go ahead and save those cable ties for cable management for later. Never know when you need some cable ties. Matter of fact, I'll just go ahead and take them all off now. Alright, so everything's disconnected. Go ahead and plug this power cable in. It's like one of those PlayStation type connectors. I don't know if the camera's gonna be able to pick this up. The low light, there you go. It's kind of like a 3-prong that goes in, obviously, this end. That. And then you just plug it into the back of here. Like this. This does have a DC in. That's the power. Looks like audio. I think that's audio. 3.5mm audio plug. VGA, DVI, and HDMI. Now keep in mind that the 144 Hertz feature only works with DVI, not HDMI, DVI. So you have to have a free port. Now, as a quick side note, I got a GTX 1070, and the 1070 only has one DVI port, but my other monitors are also DVI. So I'm going to end up with a total of 3 monitors that are DVI, and because of that, I had to buy these adapters. And let me show you these adapters real quick. Let's see if this needs to be cut open. See if we can get it open without cutting it. Nope, we have to cut it. Alright, cool. So, as you can see, that's DVI to DisplayPort. I don't know how well this camera is going to pick up the DisplayPort. But, anyways, yeah, so that's the DisplayPort. That's DVI, because I have 3 DisplayPort ports in the back of the graphics card. So we needed these, and these are active, so they have a small charge. They store up a small charge, so the monitors don't go to sleep. Some monitors may need this, and some may not. But best to be safe and just use the ones that are active, and not have to deal with that problem, which is why I chose them. So I'll be, there's gonna be a video cut, and then I'll be back, hopefully with the monitor connected to the computer. Okay, so after a few hours of playing games, Ballistic Overkill, Rocket League, Deus Ex, and some other stuff, I gotta say that getting a 144 Hertz monitor is definitely worth it. Anything above about 90 Hertz or 90 frames per second becomes much more smoother. You'll notice that the input lag is much better, and everything's just smooth, super smooth. And like I said before, the monitor is only $188. It is a 24-inch Acer LED panel, and I don't know if I would say you need to have a 144 Hertz monitor. So if you have a working monitor, I don't think I would say you need to go ahead and buy one of these. But if you need a new monitor, I would definitely say take a look at 144 Hertz. And it's probably, in my opinion, a wiser choice than trying to go up to 2K or 4K. So that's my quick look at the Acer 144 Hertz 24-inch panel. This has been Osirez, PC Pam, and I'm out.